guys, it's Luke from the Free Irons here. Welcome to All the Gear, No Idea, the show that I do on weekends where you control the topics, you control the questions, and you control where the show goes. I've got the computer, I've got the internet. If you've not subscribed to it already, please do. But let's get on with the show. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Hello guys, how we doing? Last game of the season. I thought I'd do a quick video for you. The lineups are out. X did put them out. You know, it's a couple of changes, nothing major. No place for Cresswell. There were rumours that Bowen possibly couldn't make it as well, but Bowen has made it. It's Fabianski in goal. Fredericks comes in at right back. Johnson moves over to left. Ogbonna Diop, Rice Souček, Noble, Fornals, Bowen, Antonio. You know the lineup by now. You know, it's proven, it's tested, it's working. I'm really excited. I can't wait. It's nice to have a game that means something for the other team. You know, they have to come here, they have to try and get something, but we can play, you know, sort of relaxed and hopefully not with our, you know, our heads in the beach just yet. I keep going on about momentum going into next year. And for me, it's really important that we, you know, we put a good performance in today. So, you know, that we can use that and push that into next year. You see it often, you know, teams that survive relegation or, you know, they've had a good win streak towards the end of the year. They go on and start next season really, really well. You know, it's great to see Johnson again in his natural position. Obviously, he's a left back. He can play both left and right, but it's nice to actually be seeing him in the left back position today. Great that Bowen's made it. As I say, Bowen's the one. I put it out on Twitter earlier today. I'd love to see him score today. You know, after all that hard work rate that he's put in, getting loads of important assists, you know, putting shifts in every single game. I really want to see him get a goal just to finish it off now, just to round off the season nicely for him. Be nice for Antonio, potentially to get another one as well, and just some good performances, you know, and just see what it's about, see what they've got, see, you know, just keep that winning mentality going. That's the most important thing for me. I haven't seen the Villa lineup yet. If one of you want to put it in the chat, that would help me out. Obviously, I'm filming on my phone today. That's why it might seem a bit different. So if any of you have got the Villa lineup, please put that in and we'll discuss that. Also today will be decided is Hammer of the Year. I think it was down really to about 3 players, really, wasn't it? Antonio, Declan Rice and Ogbonna. I myself, I voted for Ogbonna. I think it's been immense. I think the change in form, obviously you can say Souček and Bowen coming in was a big part of that. But I think the steady head of Ogbonna, and he's just been immense since he's come back as well. He's been really important since the lockdown as well, like coming back from lockdown. So Ogbonna got my vote. Whether he wins or not, I don't know. A lot of people, I think, have voted for Declan. Declan, you know, it's between him and Declan, and I just sided with Ogbonna just purely because I think he's just been fantastic for us. I really, really do. But a few could have won it. Like I say, Antonio could have won it for his heroics in these last few games. Declan, Ogbonna. I think if the season would have carried on for a few more games, you'd be looking at people like Souček and Bowen, who are probably going to be well in contention next year. Yeah, so we'll find that out as well at the end of the game. Be really interesting to look at the body language of Declan Rice. I think, you know, if there were fans there, you'd probably pick up on it a bit more, you know, in terms of sometimes you can pick up on whether a player sort of knows whether they're leaving or not. I hope he's not. I really hope he's not leaving. But you sort of may, you know, if he, I don't know, you can't say he's going to clap the fans because obviously he won't be clapping the fans because they're not there. But we'll have to, you know, I will be definitely picking up on and trying to look out to see what his body language is like today. I think we can win this. I really do. I think we might have to ride a little bit of their storm because obviously it means more to them. And, you know, we're past that point now. We can play with a bit of confidence, hopefully, and a little bit of arrogance. And maybe try some things out today. But we'll see. we will see, guys. We will see. Like I said, I think we're going to win. I don't know what you guys think that are watching along. Let me know what you guys think. You're probably watching the bigger channels at the minute, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Like I say, like to see this man score again, if possible. Who else we got here? But also, guys, let's have a little chat about it. Obviously, because I haven't done one of these for a while. All again, no idea. So there's loads of rumours about players that could come in, and obviously after the game, and you're hoping before the game. Obviously, we know that David Moyes is definitely a fan of players like Eze and the Brentford boys, Ollie Watkins and Ben Rama. I will be watching that game as well at 6:30 because what if Swansea were to beat Brentford, and Brentford didn't get promoted, obviously the prices of these big players slightly drop. Your Ben Ramas, your Ollie Watkins, and players like that. All of a sudden, they may become a bit more obtainable. So definitely a game to keep your eyes on tonight if you do watch that after the West Ham game. Big fan of Eze. Would be exciting. A good replacement for someone like Lanzini, who probably will see the exit door. Ben Rama just looks a fantastic player. Again, potential replacement for Anderson, a winger that can cut inside. I just like it. Raw talent. There's some great players down at Championship. And one thing you will get from a Championship player is work ethic. You only have to look at what Bowen's offered. You can look back as far back as Antonio, when Antonio first come. When you buy a Championship player, they relish the chance to play in the Premier League. Whether it becomes a stepping stone, if we were to get someone like Ben Rama or Eze in, whether West Ham are seen as a stepping stone for them, I don't even mind that too much, because it means their mindset is, I'm going to play well to get a good move. They're not going there to, I'm coming here just to get a big wage, which you maybe could put towards someone like Anderson. So yeah, big opportunity. Get it done early, though, Dave. As soon as the season's over, be knocking on Sullivan's door. Get them players out the door that we want out. Has Masuaku played his last game for West Ham now as well? That's another one. Masuaku, Anderson. I could be sided with Yarmolenko to go as well. Lanzini, definitely, I would sell. If you could get anything for Fredericks, potentially Fredericks as well, because obviously we're linked with Robinson from Wigan, Matty Cash from Forest as well. I like when we get the business done early. We haven't got long. September 12th is when the season will kick off. A 6 weeks, is that 6.5 week period to get the business done, get it done early. I assume as well, we say season starts in 6 weeks, but pre-season, I assume will start in 3 weeks, so you want them there for pre-season so that we can, see what it's about, have a look at them properly and really, try and build something now. That's my wish for next season. Me and Paul will do a podcast on Thursday to discuss next season and talk about this season a bit more. Has anyone got the Villa lineup yet, guys? Has anyone posted that in the chat? No one yet. So let me see. So bear with me. Here we go. Finally got some comments. Hello, Darren, mate. How's it going? I went for Rice. I hope the chance to vote him again. I hope so, mate. I hope so. So if I'm really squinting my eyes, it's because I'm filming on my phone. I wanted to test whether the camera quality was better than my laptop. Moyes should do one more season and hand over to Nolan. Depends how good the season is, Mark. If we, you start getting into this optimistic West Ham brain again because we've stayed up, and you start, everyone's going to start on zero again in a few weeks' time. And you start thinking, let's see what happens. He's never had a summer transfer window at West Ham. He's never had a full pre-season at West Ham. I suppose you could count the lockdown as a bit of a pre-season. If he goes and gets us 10th or whatever, and it goes back to that argument that X and Dave were having on the podcast about accepting mediocrity. And there is some validation in that point. There is definitely, but I wouldn't say I accept mediocrity, but I would accept some stability for a season maybe 2. You know, we have got players that should be aiming to, you know, challenge that top 7. I'm not saying necessarily finish 7th, 6th, or 7th, but we should be aiming there. Aiming there. Thanks for the comment, Mark. Are you wearing a fur kit? I'm not. This kit is my PE kit. I'm a PE teacher, and I don't know, just having a bit of a lazy day. I'm not going out today or anything. I just chucked it on. It's just like, you know what? It's nice and cool, nice and fresh. I'll chuck it on. Come on, has anyone got this Villa team yet? Trying to go on the BBC website now to get it. Here we go. So the Villa lineup is, guys, as follows. Bear with me. I do love the last game of the season. I always have my Hollywood bets that every team's going to score. So Aston Villa is Reina in goal. I think you pronounce that Gilbert or Gilbert. Konsa Mings, good player. Taggart, McGinn, very good player. Douglas Luiz. Horain, is that? Trezeguet, good player. Samat and Grealish. On the bench for West Ham, Balbuena, Yarmolenko, Felipe Anderson, Lanzini, Wilshere, Haller, Costa Silva, Randolph and Connor Coventry. Nice to see. So, yeah, that is your lineups. It's going to be a fun day, I tell you. It's going to be an interesting day. And I hope it's a real, you know, topsy-turvy day of, you know, 1 minute Watford's going down, 1 minute Bournemouth staying up and Villa's going down. It's always interesting when that happens, isn't it? Can I froze there? Here we go, I'm back. I do apologise, guys. That's what you get for filming on your phone. Mark Freeman says, evening, Luke, from Western Australia. Looking forward to another late night football. Looking forward to next season already. Keep up the great content, boys. Cheers. I did launch a competition as well on Twitter for the new shirt. When we get to 3,000, I think, listen, we've been waiting to get on 3,000 for so long. We've sort of just completely stopped something like 2,890, I think it is. And, you know, I thought, yeah, let's, you know, give a bit of an incentive out there for showing your support as subscribers. Yeah, so as soon as we get to 3,000, I'll announce the winner. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like one of our videos or whatever, and I'll look through, just do a random and pick the winner, and then I'll contact them on Twitter as and when we hit 3,000. I hope it's soon. Also, guys, if you're watching this live or watching it back, I'll put a tweet out. No one replied to it. You know, it's your prerogative, whatever you feel. But I will put it in this video. If you have any ideas on what you would like to see from this channel, so I'm talking, you know, would you guys like to do some things where you send videos to our email address and we put it up as your opinion or whatever like that? Do you want to see more content, and what type of content would you like to see? Obviously, the podcast stays, my show stays, the All the Gear No Idea, but what other things would you like to see? And we'll have a look at it. Me and Paul will have a little chat about it and see what we do. I'm very keen on getting some of you guys involved. You know, you post your videos, maybe, you know, a bit like sort of, I'm not going to say fan cam, but a bit like that, where you can send in your views on the game to our email or whatever. And as long as it's clean, you know, I remember the only thing I have on this channel is we don't swear, purely because, you know, I'm a teacher and I have to be a role model to kids. So that's the only thing I ask. If you want to send a video in, get in touch with me on Twitter, send them videos. Me and Paul will watch it. As long as it's clean, we'll put it on the channel. You know, maybe try it out today if you want. If you want to get involved, guys, message me on Twitter, you know, and I'll give you the email address. You can send the video on your reaction to the game today and maybe what you feel you want for next season and what players excite you for next season. Get involved, email it, video clip yourself, or an audio clip. You can have an audio clip, and I think we can upload audio clips as well if you're not too keen on going on camera. You know, and we'll start doing some stuff like that with you guys. I put it out the other day that you guys are the third hammer, you know. So let's get you on, you know, let's start getting you involved in the channel. And I think that's where we can go and progress even more as a channel. Definitely, Higgins says, I echo your thoughts, Mark, from Bangkok. Let's flash forward to a year's time, guys. So, you know, May 2021, will we be saying farewell to Mark Noble? Are we entering the last year now of what will be a fantastic career? You know, I have, you know, I'm the first one to admit, you know, I'm a Marmite with Mark. You know, there's no denying. Yes, he is a legend. You know, he's been loyal, but you know, I've always been one to criticise his ability, and I'm always one to, you know, credit him when he has done well. But I think it is time for, you know, next season will be the farewell season for him. I wish him well, and I hope he stays part of the club. But yeah, I do hope that we're not seeing him too many times in the starting lineup next year. That's up to us. That's up to the board. That's up to David Moyes to, you know, build a team that can just fall into that once Mark goes, you know. Let's have a look here. No more comments as of yet, which is fair enough. I did put a tweet out, guys. Loads of you replied to it. How confident are you as well about Declan Rice? How confident are you that this could be Declan Rice's last game or not? For me, I'm very 50-50 with it. I think we get another year out of him. I really do. I don't think we need to sell him. There's other players around that we can sell if we're so desperate for transfer funds. So I think we get at least a year out of him. And depending on how good or bad a season is, I think, you know, that is whether he will stay next year. How good a Euros he has, if he goes out as a worldie of a Euros next year, you never know. Someone like Real Madrid or Bayern Munich or someone like Juventus could come in for him. I don't know. That little bit I just said there could be used and tweeted around, and you'll be all laughing at me next year when he hasn't turned out to be that great. But I think, you know, if he had a good Euros, the real big boys will be looking at him then. And I think that's what we have to wait for. Mark says, I'd like to hear and see more detailed analysis on West Ham tactics and lineups, and maybe with basic animations. I will try my best, mate, with it. The only thing with that is I film a lot of it live. So that's the only reason sometimes we don't have the animations. But if it's something you want, it's something, you know, I'm prepared to go into it and get the things where I flash them up. We try to do that on the podcast because I do a lot of prep for the podcast, where I go into the tactics and what they play and how the formations flow. A lot of it as well is how quickly the games come. Sometimes games are so quick and fast that it's hard to get the videos out on time. And credit to guys like Hammers Chat and West Ham Fan TV. Listen, them guys are my, you know, they're my idols. Do you know what I mean? I look up to those guys. I watch them to get ideas. I watch them to, you know, see how they do things, because they are the best at it. And, you know, I'm living and learning and trying. And, you know, we've got a nice fan base and I love talking to you guys. So I'm going to try my best to do, you know, what I can. I have got a thing I want to do through August, again, inspired by the other channels. I'd like to try and do a video every day through August, you know. I promise I won't do a set like JP. No joke there, mate. I'm only joking. But yeah, I promise I'm going to try and do a video every day in August. So just even the smallest rumour, 2-minute video, 3-minute video, you know, see what the news is that day, you know, whether it's in any paper or Google search or whatever. Literally 2-3-minute video, give my opinion on the news of the day for a whole month. Just for you guys, you know, just to, and then you can comment on it, and hopefully those comments will inspire other videos. So that is the plan for August, from August the 1st. I'm going to try for a month to do a video every single day, just to say thank you, guys, really. I think I'll leave it there, guys. But like I say, if you do and you are interested in getting on the channel, message me on Twitter at the Three Hammers. I'll give you an email address. You can send the video after the game, so I want post reactions. Okay, you tell me what you liked about the game, who your man of the match was, and for these videos as well, if you are interested, maybe have a little couple of sentences about what you want next year in terms of Moyes, etc. You know, Moyes, the club, the signings. I really, really would appreciate a couple of videos, even if it's just one video that gets turned up. Just you alone sending me a video could inspire so many others to do it. Like I was, you know, I was inspired by Ryan Archer, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, and I was inspired by Hammer's Chat, you know, not Hammer's Chat. I was inspired by those guys, but I'm talking Hammer and Talk was my main inspiration at the time. You know, I thought, you know what, I like this guy. He's a funny guy. I might start my own channel, and before you know, you can kickstart something yourself. And I want to give you that platform, guys, to do that. So please, if you're really interested, send me some videos. As I say, if they're clean, we'll get them out on YouTube for you guys. A couple more comments here. I think Noble will call it a day for the team's sake when he feels he's right for the club. I agree, mate. Will you sing for us at the end of the month? Oh God, no, I won't. I can't play guitar like JP. I got to say, I did watch that concert. I got to give him the, you know what, good on the old guitar. My mate who I work with is really good on the guitar. He taught himself in like the last 6 weeks. Amazing on the guitar. You can get me on karaoke, guys. I don't mind a bit of karaoke. I sing a bit of the old Blues Brothers. Did you guys like my 11 actually? If you haven't watched that, guys, go over to Russ's channel. It's called My Hammers 11, and the guests on there are ridiculous. He's had Harry Redknapp on there. His video he released today was Jack Collinson. He's had Shaka Islop on there, Alan Devonshire on there, to list a few. Do you know what I mean? And I luckily got the privilege to be invited on. It was so great, you know, to reflect on what were such great times and some great players, you know. I'll give away my lineup, you know, you can go watch it yourself, but I'll give it away. So I did have Robert Green in goal, purely because I think he's just an absolute legend and saved us that year. My right back was Lucas Neal. Bit touch and go. It has to be players that you've seen as well, and players that are in your lifetime, before people start saying, why haven't you picked? My centre backs was Ian Pearce and Winston Reid. Very close call between Ginge and Reid. My left back was Julian. Listen, there's nothing else that can be said. Julian is Julian. I had 2 CDMs, Scott Parker and Declan Rice, and then I had Trevor Sinclair, Joe Cole, Payet, and Di Canio. A good team. Let me know what your best 11 is, guys. Let me know what your score predictions are for today. I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I don't want to ramble on too much. If you want to get involved, though, please send the videos to Twitter, or send me a message on Twitter, and I'll give you the email to send to. Until then, guys, come on, you eyes. Keep believing. Get involved in the competition. Let's go. See you in the week in the podcast.